As we all know that the new government is doing everything possible to cut net migration. This is one of the manifesto of this government. Although the opposing government also intend to do the same. But for this government, they've been taking several steps to cut net migration. And now they are really focusing on both immigration and illegal migrants. So in this video, I just want to share with you what the new Home Office Secretary has mentioned about illegal migration. Stay tuned with me, guys. Let's watch this together. Some legal migrants became illegal migrants due to one condition or the other. Now, there are situations where some legal migrant, for example, if you're a care worker, for example, if you are in the UK and you your license or the license of the company that sponsored you got revoked, automatically the Home Office send you a 60 days notice to get another COS or you leave the country. Automatically, once you have that kind of information or that kind of email, it means you are becoming an illegal migrant. So what will help you through that phase is to get an employer who can give you another certificate of sponsorship. So if the 60 days elapse and you didn't get that sponsorship certificate, then that makes you an illegal migrant. So there are different conditions that were around that. Also, if you are a student, you're schooling in the UK, after your schooling, you have post-study stay. After your post-study stay, you need to probably get a job that gives you the certificate of sponsorship so you can work legally and live legally in the UK. But in a situation where you can't get that due to one reason or the other, you would become an illegal migrant. So these are some of the things or some of the aspects that the UK government is actually looking to right now. I'm going to share with you today information. The new Home Office Secretary, Yeti Cooper. Now, she said car washes and parts of beauty sector will be targeted by immigration officers as they step up enforcement action over the summer, the Home Secretary has announced. So now, one of the things they've observed is that, okay, some people who are illegal, the illegal migrants, will go ahead. Of course, it will be difficult to live in the UK as an illegal migrant. It will be very difficult to even get accommodation for yourself, because when you want to get accommodation, your landlord might require some documents. Even if you want to get another job, you will be asked to provide a share code, and any illegal migrant will not be able to provide a share code or right to rent. Without this document, you can't rent house and it will be difficult to get a job. So these categories of people or people who fall into this category move into other job sectors to work. Now, if for example you used to be a legal migrant as a care worker and then you move into a warehouse maybe to work, you are actually doing the wrong job. So now what they are doing is they are going into different sectors, starting with these two that I just mentioned to you, to start fishing out illegal migrants. And of course they're just gonna take them to the deportation center and they'll be sent back home. And please, I don't want this to be anybody's experience. So I want to encourage you, I want to beg you, if you have friends, family abroad who are facing one challenge or the other, just encourage them to please, even if you are given 60 days, try as much as possible to get an employer before the expiration. A lot of people have groups they are into. Your church could be a place of help where you get information on how to get certificate of sponsorship. your friends, your loved ones in church, your community of friends. Just speak to people. If you are in that category, you cannot be silent in quotes, because you really need this to be a legal migrant. If you decide to be quiet, how do you know who is going to help you? So please, I want to encourage you, if you're watching this right now and you know people who are illegal migrants or having a challenge with their certificate of sponsorship, or they are staying in the UK, please guys, I want to encourage you to please let them by all means get a certificate of sponsorship, so that they will not be a victim of deportation. I shared a video some time ago about self-sponsorship. If people in this category can look into that particular video and see if they can embrace that particular method to have sponsor themselves and their family for themselves and by themselves, and of course stay legal in the UK. That's my own suggestion. Also, I want to encourage you. I know it might not be very easy getting jobs with COS, but if at one point or the other you have worked as a care worker, or of course from many students in the UK have worked in the care worker sector, or maybe you used to be a care worker legally working and now become illegal, you can still find a means to contact or reach out to companies who can give you COS. There could be several other factors attached to that, but please find means to make yourself legal again. I don't want anybody to be you know what I mean. It's not a good thing to become illegal and then you have to be deported home by force. Please, I know that there are people who genuinely come to this place not knowing that maybe their company sold them. Maybe their company was going to be, the license of the company who brought them is going to be revoked, or something challenging is going to show up. My prayer is that God will show up for you. Really, I really don't know what to say, but all of these sectors, the car wash and the beauty salon, are places that the secretary have observed that illegal migrants run to. Now, why do they run to those sectors? They run to those sectors because if they work in those sectors, they get paid, and of course that payment will not pass through their NI, that is their national insurance number, so they will just be paid in cash, not into their account. So guys, please, I want to encourage you. The UK government is making efforts. Also make efforts to stay legal. If you have people that needs to see this video, please let them understand that this is the length to which the UK government is going about the illegal migration. So they say that Yeti Cooper said she was shocked to discover that 1,000 civil servants had been working on a plan to send migrants to Rwanda. 1,000 civil servants had been working on a plan to send migrants to Rwanda. The Rwanda Scheme, a flagship policy under the last conservative government, was axed by Labour within days of Sir Keir Starmer winning the general election. Now, Ms. Cooper wrote in the newspaper, "We have directed immigration enforcement to intensify their operations over the summer with a focus on employers who are fueling the trade of criminal gangs by exploiting and facilitating illegal work here in the UK, including the car washes and the beauty sector. And we are drawing up new plans for fast-track decision and return to safe country." Imagine that they want to hasten how they're going to be deported back to their country. You can imagine. So most people in this country want to see a proper, controlled and managed asylum system. So if you are seeking asylum, the UK government want to know you are seeking asylum. If you are not, they want to be sure you are not seeking asylum. So where Britain does its bits to help those fleeing conflict and persecution, but where those who have no right to be in the country are swiftly removed. Now, Labour had made border security one of its top priorities in government and have already taken steps to establish the Border Security Command promised in its manifesto. So a lot of people believe that when you hear illegal migration or illegal migrant, it means those are people who came in through boats. No, you don't have to come in through boats to become illegal. You can be somebody working before, and then because of something happened, there is change of things, and you could become illegal. So guys, I want to encourage you, do everything possible till the last day you're given to make sure you get your certificate of sponsorship, so you can work and live comfortably in the UK. For some people, once they see police in front, their hearts start beating fast because they don't know if they are being targeted or something. So start living fearful. It's not a good one. The Prime Minister also used this week European Political Community Summit to discuss migration with fellow European leaders, and signaled he would be open to considering offshore processing arrangement similar to that between Italy and Albania. Okay, so looking forward now, I want to encourage you to please, God will show up for you. Get a certificate of sponsorship. Don't be a victim of deportation. So please, act on your COS as soon as possible. If you need to get an NHS job, if you need to just act on this thing, and if you know that the company that brought you into the UK is not strong on their feet, please start looking for ahead. Don't just start looking ahead before the UK government or before the Home Office send you a 60 days notice. Please start looking for jobs. Look for NHS jobs. Look for band 1 jobs, band 2 jobs, especially because you've had experience in the care worker sector and all of that. And these companies are recruiting, massively recruiting. So please, you might have to leave your location of interest where you are used to and follow up with the company that is ready to give you this sponsorship. No matter where they're going, follow them, please follow them. They want to go to Bolton, they want to go to Nottinghamshire, anywhere they want to go, make sure you get your document to stay legal in the UK. I love you guys, and I wish you the best in your pursuit. Stay tuned, guys, and I'm going to see you again in my next video. I just want to share this because it's a burden to me to see people go back to their country or to their home country without achieving their goals. So guys, I'll see you later. Thank you very much.